I'm Becca, and today I'm going to talk about homework and how much it sucks. I literally spent the last 2.5 hours doing a ton of homework I got for math. Ugh. Now, I realized I'm not the best at math because I can't remember most of it. But as soon as I remember it, I get a little faster. But it still took me 2.5 hours. Come on! Oh! And not only the fact that it's a long weekend, so we had 3 days off instead of just 2, I had to waste 2.5 hours just doing homework. Like, really? Dude! I hate it. I hate homework. I don't get why teachers give it to us. Like, when you go home, it's supposed to be time to socialize with your friends and like talk to your parents, hang around with your family, have some time. Like, it's family day in Canada. Come on! I spent 2.5 hours doing homework on family day when I'm supposed to be spending it with my mom. And she's doing homework now too. So, stop doing homework! If you're a teacher and you're watching this, kids do not like homework because their parents force them to stay inside until they're done it. They can't go and do anything. They can't hang out with friends. And by the time they're done, it's usually dark out, so they can't go anyways. You know, it sucks. It really, really sucks. And I can't. Like, you make us go to school for 5 hours and work hard on all this stuff. And then you give us homework? More work to do at home when it's supposed to be our free time? Like, really? This is why kids don't like school. Because we get homework. Like, I'm sure we wouldn't mind it as much. Like, just going to get a bit of education for 5 hours and then coming home and hanging with friends. Yeah, that's awesome. But when you give homework, we can't hang out with friends. Ah! It really, really annoys me. I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast, but that's what happens when I'm angry. Down to the point. If you are a teacher and you are giving your students a lot of homework, like my teacher gave us, then they probably don't like your class that much. Like, just gonna be blunt there, they probably don't like the class that much. Because you give them work in class, and then you give them work to do at home. Come on. Like, be reasonable. Why do you need homework? Yeah, it's the practice, but you're going back the very next day. And over weekends, it's supposed to be like, yeah, fun, weekend, break off of school. That's the point of it. But if you give us homework, it's not a break. We're still technically at school because we have to do work. It's like we're being homeschooled, but not really. Like, you give us work, and then we're being homeschooled because we have to do more work. So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like, wow. Ugh. I hate it. I hate homework. I literally just finished and came in here to rant to you guys about how much I hate homework. Because it takes so much out of your lives that you don't really have time to do other stuff. Like, you have a big project and you're, like, really short on time near the end of the year. Okay, yeah, a project makes a little more sense if it's smaller and with a big span of time, like a week. Yeah, they can do a tiny bit at night, it doesn't take too much out, and they can still go out and hang out with friends, and then come back in and finish it before dinner, or finish it before going to bed. And it's not that bad. But if you give them like 2 pages of work to do, then it's like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. And then they don't end up doing it, which causes them to fail. Because they're like, no, I want to go hang out with friends. I'm just going to say I don't have homework. Then they say, oh no, I don't have homework. And go on with their lives. And like, they end up failing the classes and then they don't get the credits, so they can't pass high school. When really, it's not their fault, it's the teacher's fault for giving them homework and then putting marks on it when it's supposed to be practice. You guys, the teachers say it's supposed to be practice. But then they mark it. It's like a project in its own. It's like work that you're supposed to do at school, except it's at home. They still mark it. And they deduct marks from your report card if you don't do it. So it's like, really? 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 It doesn't make any fucking sense. Ah! Teachers don't get it. Yeah, they used to be in school. They used to get homework. And they used to hate it. So why are they doing it to us? Why? We are more developed in technology now. We want to use that technology, but we can't if we have homework. We just use old calculators. And they won't even let us use our phones as calculators. Like, really? Because then we have to spend more money to go out and buy a calculator. Because teachers don't want us using shit like, our phones. Like, what? Yeah, we may send a text once in a while, or we may just text all class. But that's our problem. But by giving us homework, and we don't want to do it, it's your fault we're failing. Like, it's all the teachers. Like, they all give homework. Not all of them, actually. A lot don't. And when they do, it's a tiny bit to, a little bit of practice. And then they don't mark it. And it's like, no, it's fine. I don't really need to mark it. Because it's just practice for them. It should be our choice to do it or not. Like, if we do it, then we needed to practice a little more. If we don't do it, either we're too lazy and want to fail, which brings me back to, by giving us homework, we can fail by not doing it. And, if we don't do it, then either we don't need to practice, we just are like, I don't really care, but I can still, pass tests and stuff, because I still listen in class, I still do my work in class. And it's just like, oh my god, why? Teachers don't get us. They say they do because they were once young, but no, they don't. We are a lot different than they used to be. We have a lot more to do. We have technology and all that. And we have our phones and stuff. And we have friends. We like to text. We don't want to waste our time doing homework. Teachers say you can text while you do your homework at home. Just don't text in my class. Doing homework is kind of still like being in your class. And if the teacher I'm talking about is watching, she most likely is not. I'm not trying to offend you in any way. You are a good teacher. I've had nothing but good teachers this year. It's just, oh my god. Homework, it's too much. Too much. I want to spend time with my mom, but she has homework too. My point is, don't give us homework and say we have to do it or we'll fail the course. Because we shouldn't have to do more work at home where it's supposed to be that's family time or friend time or something like that. Or free time. No. My first semester, I barely got any homework. And when I did it. Sometimes. No, I did it. But the thing was that this semester, the only homework I'm getting is from math. I don't hate math. I'm decent at it. And I can be in an academic class, which I am. But when you miss as many days as me because, like, something traumatic happens to you, like something did to me, not gonna say, don't ask me to say, I won't. But it makes it really, really hard to keep up with class and keep your mind off of the traumatic experience and off of, like, say a family member died or a friend passed away or something like that. Your mind is on that. Not school, but that. And you can't focus as much. And when the teacher gives you homework and you don't know how to do it at home because you were too focused on something else and you can't really focus during class. Yes, I know how that is, because that's me right now. But it's a pain in the ass to get homework, and then when you don't do it, you get in trouble for it. It's like, no, this is supposed to be our free time. Why the hell are you giving us work to do when you already have like 70 minutes with us to get us to do work for you? Like, come on, bro. Really? Really? Not good. You have an hour with us to give us work to do, and then we can pick it up the next day. But by giving us homework, if people want to do it, then yeah. But you shouldn't mark it, because if you mark it, then the students stress out because they're like, no, I don't have time to do homework. I have sports. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this. I have all this. That's all stuff that could help in their future. Homework does not help. The work that you do in school, yeah. Homework is just practice. Like, they shouldn't be marked on practicing to do something. Like, that doesn't make sense. Well, that was my rant for the day. Because, like, I did not enjoy the homework I was doing. I mean, at first it was a little challenging because I didn't really know what I was doing, so I had to ask my mom, and she helped me through it. And then I got on top of it, but it still took me 2.5 hours. Like, come on. Come on. Yeah, that's my rant. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!